person, whether you're joining us online. We're glad to be here, glad to have you with us. I hope you can feel our love, just feel the joyful nature of this community. We're pretty fantastic, actually. Oh, and by the way, my name is Kathy Folster. I think I forgot to say that. And we have such a special day for you today. But first, I do want to remind you, Reverend Kitty, you probably know, is on her well-deserved sabbatical. She gets another week or two. You know how she takes care of us all year, and so we just really need her to take this time to go off and take care of herself. So we send her blessings and love. If you're watching, Kitty, we love you. See you pretty soon. While she's gone, fear not. We have our fantastic board members here to take care of us. If you're on the board, stand up. Stand up. They don't want to stand up. We have Carol, we have Steve. They're wearing blue name tags. It looks like Mary Beth and Melinda and Susan are not here, and we send our love to Jeff. I hope you're watching. So if you want to chat, if you have any questions, Steve and Carol will be available after the service. So thank you for that. Thank you for supporting us. So we're going to do things a little bit differently today. I'm going to introduce our guest. We actually have two guests today who need no introduction, but I'm going to do it anyway just because I have the microphone and you can't stop me. So we are just so blessed and so fortunate to have Denise Rossier and her lovely wife, Christy Dueck. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to introduce Denise. Denise will grace us with some music, and then she knows Christy a little better than I do. So Denise will then introduce Christy. So let's see if I can get this done on my phone, because I'm hip. I do things electronically. Okay. And if I get anything wrong, Denise, feel free to fix it up. No one will know. Okay, here we go. Denise Rossier is an award-winning singer, songwriter, producer, and recording artist. She is best known for writing music for New Thought spiritual communities and audiences gathered under the SBNR umbrella. Any guesses? Spiritual, but not religious. Yes. Her original songs have been released in 5 solo studio albums, numerous compilation albums, and television. Denise's first album, Only a Whisper Away, was released in 2001. And from there, her music has taken her to audiences as far away as Osaka, Japan. Wow. In addition to winning 5 Positive Music Awards, Denise is the first artist to successfully introduce New Thought music to the larger inspirational music audience by winning 2 nominations for Best Contemporary Christian Gospel Album at the Independent Music Awards in 2016 and 2019. Thank you for spreading the word. Not done yet, but yeah. But wait, there's more. Her songs, Spirit is in This Place, Joy in My Day, Open Up, I Know God, and Hallelujah Today can be heard on any given Sunday, sung by congregations and soloists around the world. Denise's New Thought releases include One Heart, Every Day, and Heart of Praise, Volume 1. So please join me in welcoming Denise Rossier.
We have come together. is in this place.
Come, take a hand. Come, give your heart. Come, as you are. Come, come, come. Lift your voice. Come, shine your light. Come, now is the time. Come, come. This day we have made with God. Come see what love has done. Come, take a hand. Come, give your heart. Come, as you are. Come, come, come. Lift your voice. Come, shine your light. Come, now is the time. Come, come. As we gather in this sacred place, Spirit meets us face to face. Come, take a hand. Come, give your heart. Come, as you are. Come, come, come. Lift your voice. Come, shine your light. Come, now is the time. Come, 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 come.
Oh, welcome, everybody. It's so good to see you and to sing with you this morning. Right now, I am going to introduce you to my wonderful wife, Christy Dewick. She's going to come up here, and she's going to open us up in prayer and lead us in the invocation.
Good morning, Naperville. So if you'll just take a deep breath in with me, and if you'll close your eyes if that's comfortable, because the time has come for us to create this most holiest of experience called spiritual community. So let us do that together by knowing that right where we are, right here and right now, we are bringing that idea, that presence, that energy, that love, that life that is God into the very centers of our being, so that in this moment, we can bring the gift of our own lives to light. So let us know this morning that no matter where we are, no matter where you're experiencing this sense of spiritual community, that presence of God is alive and well. Let us start by knowing that for ourselves. As we awaken every particle of our being to that truth, let us know that for the people that we hold dear in our hearts, and let us know that awakening for them. And then let us stretch just a little bit further, and let us know that for the people that might be a bit of a challenge in our hearts, and know that that same presence of God is there to awaken love and life and empathy and compassion and kindness for this world of ours. For I can think of no better gift of spiritual community of all kinds than to bring that love to life as the very truth of me, as the very truth of you, and as the very truth of us. So what I absolutely know this morning is that this service is blessed, that every single one of us that has the privilege of bearing witness to it is enlightened and touched by it. And so with grateful hearts, let us know together that we proclaim this good and that the goodness of it flows through us into our day today. Thank you, God, for the goodness of us. And with that, we let it be so, and together we say, and so it is. And then if you'll join me in saying the invocation together, there is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, the all-loving goodness of God. And so it is.
I am made of the light that hung the stars in the night, a perfect thought since time began. Let's affirm these words together. I am. I am one with the love that's holding all of us. Its power in my hands. I am. I am called by the voice that speaks of truth and joy, forever blessed where I stand. I am. Made of the light. I am made of the light that hung the stars in the night, a perfect thought since time began. I am. With the love that's holding all of us, that's holding all of us. forever blessed where I stand. I
It is so good to be here with you this morning. I just want to thank Reverend Kitty and Kim Char for having me here to share with you this morning. It is so good to see you again, and I can't believe that it's been almost 2 years. So it's wonderful to see your faces. It's wonderful to sit here in your energy this morning of love and just share with you. I'm going to start with a song that I wrote called Every Day. And this song is just about how everyday goodness finds us every day.
Tiny drops of water bouncing on my roof, drumming out a song of love, pounding out the truth. You send them to remind me, one for every blessing on me, and oh, they keep coming, overflowing. Every day your goodness finds me, every day your heart beats true. I'm alive in the light and the glory, amazed by the sight of you. This love is everlasting, and you find a way to show me every day, every day. In the rush of freeway traffic, in the hush of a sunset, you get my attention, I'm listening. It's a private conversation, you and I in a one vibration, and oh, it moves me so amazing. Every day your goodness finds me, every day your heart beats true. I'm alive in the light and the glory, amazed by the sight of you. This love is everlasting, and you find a way to show me every day, every day. There is no one like you. There is no one like you. You love me. You love me. Every day your goodness finds me. Every day your heart beats true. I'm alive in the light and the glory, amazed by the sight of you. This love is everlasting, and you find a way to show me every day, every day, every day, every day.
Thank you. Why don't we open up with saying our affirmation together? Our affirmation is, every day goodness finds me. My good has no boundaries. Let's say that together one more time. Every day goodness finds me. My good has no boundaries. When I wrote the song Every Day, it was to illustrate how God's fingerprints show up in mundane, everyday situations. So everywhere we look, at every time, we can see or feel or hear or experience something that affirms for us that the universe is on our side. So we can, look outside and see a sunset. Or I think that if you look on Facebook, pretty much anytime you can see what people are experiencing out there. So you'll see a rainbow, or you see a sunset, or you see pictures of friends or loved ones, or an ocean, or it's usually nature or animals. I don't know what that is, but there's goodness out there constantly reminding us that the universe is in support of us, that there's beauty to be experienced. And the reason why I think this is important is because even though we fundamentally believe that, we're like, yeah, I get it. There are things that happen in our lives that can make us a little bit wobbly sometimes. Like when you are a musician in a pandemic and you wake up on March 15th of 2020 and your calendar is completely cleared for that year. And you're like, what am I supposed to do now? Where do I go from here? And it's times like that that the goodness of God surrounds us and enfolds us. And the question is, are we willing to recognize it? Are we willing to make room for it? And are we willing to allow it to take root in our lives? Because that goodness is always there for us. Now, before we go any further, let's talk about goodness. What is goodness? And why would it want to find me every day? So just where you are for a second, just try to explain to yourself and define what is goodness and why does it want to find me every day? The second part of that question is when we start thinking, I don't think I know what goodness is. I'm going to describe it for you. I'll define it for you in 3 ways. The first part is goodness is often used in place of God, right? We say, thank goodness. Oh my goodness. For goodness sake. We always do this, right? The second way that goodness is used is in terms of things that nourish us or are vital to our being. So broccoli is full of that vitamin goodness, right? My personal favorite is being full of that chocolatey goodness. And the final way is goodness is actually defined as the essence of good. So if you think about it, can you see now what is trying to find you every day? It is this divine power that is vital to our lives and nourishes our souls, that is the very essence of good itself. That is what is trying to find a myriad of ways every day to show you that it is in everything and everywhere and is trying to enfold you and surround you. And the reason why it is important for us to, again, recognize it, it's all up to us, right? Recognize it, make room for it, and allow it into our lives, because what we put our focus on shapes the way that we think and live. And the way that we think and live is what creates that reality that we step into every day. So in the first verse of my song, this person wakes up and it's raining. They can hear the tiny drops of water bouncing on my roof. You send them to remind me, one for every blessing on me. And they keep coming, overflowing every day. What if instead I would have written, tiny drops of water bouncing on my roof? That sound drives me literally insane and ruins my plans to go out every day. Right? It's the same day. It's the same roof. It's the same rain and the same person, but a distinctly different attitude created a completely different day that person walked out into. So understanding the goodness of God always finds us, and our willingness to keep our minds pointed on that goodness is important. And it really hit home for me one day when I was out hiking and I got a phone call from my mom to tell me that one of her dogs had died. I was out hiking. We have these great trails in Colorado. So I'm out there. It's this beautiful day, and normally I would not answer the phone on a trail. Christy never lets me touch my phone on a trail because I will walk right off the cliff or something. And it was my mom, and so I answered the phone because you have to, it's your mom. And what I could not have been prepared for was this amazing life lesson that was unfolding in this conversation. And the life lesson happened in two parts. One was in the story, and the other was in the storyteller. And I ended up calling it the parable of the Yorkies. So it goes like this. Now, first, a little bit of background. Since 1983, my parents have always had Yorkshire Terriers. Always two, always Yorkies. And the only thing that ever differed about those dogs were their names and the degree to which they smelled. But if you saw my parents and a picture of their dogs, you would think that they got older and these same two dogs lived to be like 37 years old. But this particular set of dogs were Muffin and Lucy. Now, Muffin we love Muffin so much. Muffin is so cute. Muffin lives in this life that's just a stream of consciousness. Always happy, always in this great mood. Can't wait to get out into the day. Muffin can wake up in the morning, go chase the cat, go have something to eat, lay down and take a nap. If you call Muffin, her ears perk up, and then she's going to run to you unless something gets her attention or she needs to scratch herself or whatever. But that's how Muffin lives. Just always knowing that this is going to be a great day. Lucy was a little different. Lucy was skittish and jealous. Lucy always had one ear and one eye on Muffin. What is Muffin doing that I need to get in on? Who's petting Muffin who probably should be petting me? I better get over there. Is Muffin getting a snack? Because I don't want to miss out on that snack. That is how Lucy spent all of her life. And so much so that when my mom gave the dogs a snack, she would have to give Lucy hers first and keep Muffin out of the way. So she'd put Lucy's snack down, and Lucy would just kind of get irritated and annoyed and wondering where Muffin is. And then Muffin's just standing in the background like, I don't know when I'm going to get my snack. I don't know when it is, but I know it's coming, and so I'm just going to hang in here. And then she would just get her snack. Well, one day, my mom was giving Lucy a snack, and Lucy started gobbling it down, and she started hoarding it. And I think what happened was she could see Muffin out of the corner of her eye, so she really just got in there and she started gobbling, and she choked, and she died right there. And as I started thinking about their personalities when my mom was telling me this story, I actually wasn't surprised that Lucy had choked. But what I thought was interesting was what my mom said after that. She said, you know, this was the lesson that God told me. You never know when your time is going to be up. You never know when you're going to die. So you better be ready. Your soul better be ready. And I thought, I don't think that's the message at all. I don't think that's the lesson at all. Lucy lived her whole life in fear and lack. She was afraid that at any moment, her good could be taken away from her. She lived that way her whole life. And in fact, it killed her. And I asked my mom, I said, you're the provider of everything for these two. Did it ever occur to you to give something to Lucy or to give something to Muffin and not to Lucy? No. Lucy had no reason to live like that. But she did. Muffin, on the other hand, lives like her good is always coming. She is not worried for 1 second. And she lives like that still to this day. Still happy. Still receiving. Still blessed. She's going to live like that to her very last day. And what I realized was, when I considered the dogs, I realized that my mom and I had entered into this Muffin and Lucy situation. My mom's focus was shifted onto Lucy, and she saw this lesson as an admonition or a warning about life. And for me, the lesson was all in Muffin, that there is no need to live in fear or lack. Muffin taught me that my good is for me. Somebody else's good is for them. And it can't be transferred. It can't be used up. My good can't be taken away. So I don't have any need to live with one eye over my shoulder, looking to see what somebody else has, because I'm not going to get mine. Mine is for me. Theirs is for them. The universe is abundant. So am I. So I'm not going to hoard myself emotionally or socially or financially, because all of that constriction and all of that hoarding will choke me. So there it was, right? With Muffin and Lucy, 2 dogs, same house, same opportunities, the same life, but two different attitudes, two completely different qualities of life. And my mom and I, two people listening to the same story with the same opportunity to take away a lesson, but how differently did we step back into our lives after that phone call? And when I thought about it a little bit more, Muffin reminded me of this scripture, and the scripture is Psalm 145:16. And it says, God, you open your hands and satisfy the desire of every living thing. And you can see here, that's Muffin and that's Christy. Muffin. And Muffin is so abundant that we call Muffin Barrel. But she's still living this wonderful, open, abundant life with her mind focused on the goodness that surrounds her every day. Every day, goodness finds me. Every day, its heart beats true. I'm alive in the light and the glory. Every day, God, you open your hands and satisfy the desire of every living thing. God will find a million ways to remind you that you are loved and supported and abundant. And it can be materially. It could be in the well-timed phone call from a friend that's reassuring in some way. It could be the simplicity of raindrops that fall on your roof and count out every blessing. It could be in the wisdom of animals. The question is, are you willing to recognize it? Are you willing to make room for it? Are you willing to allow it to come in and cover every place where you could be a Lucy instead of a Muffin? And it's not only that we receive these messages to ourselves, that we receive goodness. We could be a reminder of goodness to someone else, right? We could be those reminders of goodness because every one of us knows a Lucy. It's that person at work or that neighbor or that family member that just wants to bend your ear about everything that is a problem, everything that's not working for them, right? We all know those Lucys. And I can guarantee you that after you leave this message this morning, every time you see a Lucy, you're going to go, my God, that's a Lucy. It's going to be stuck in your head. Lucy's become a meme now, that poor dog. But we could be this reminder of good to somebody else. We could be the seed planter to say, hey, can you recognize the goodness that is around you every day? Because you have that choice to recognize it, to make room for it, and to allow it. When you wake up in the morning and you look out at the sunrise, do you go, yep, there it is. Every morning, a sun rises to celebrate my life. Or do you look at the sunrise and you look past the sunrise and that dawning of the day reminds you of every have to and every don't want to and every pain in your ass that day? It's the same you. It's the same morning. It's the same opportunity to make a choice on how you're going to receive it. Every day, goodness finds you, and your good has no boundaries. So I'd like to do right now is I'd like for all of you to follow me into meditation. And we're just going to repeat our affirmation one more time. Every day, goodness finds me. My good has no boundaries. I'm just going to invite you to close your eyes and take a deep breath and release it. Let's take another deep cleansing breath and let it go. And just right now in this space together, I want you to feel supported. Feel your breath. Feel your heartbeat. And right where you are right now, you are sitting in the divine power that nourishes you. You are sitting in the middle of the very essence of good itself. Feel it supporting you. Feel it enfolding you. Feel the whisper of words of love to you. And right now, I want you to take a few minutes or a few moments and listen how this voice of divine love shares the way goodness has shown up in your life this week. And as Spirit starts to put these reminders on your heart, just in your mind, picture yourself writing that down, writing all of those examples down. Or picture yourself as you start to review all of those moments and all of those pictures of all of that good. Take a snapshot of it. Picture yourself taking that piece of paper or that snapshot and you're just going to put it in your pocket. And you're going to take those moments and leave each one of them with a feeling of gratitude for the way that they showed up and the part that they played in your day. And any time that you need to be reminded of God's goodness, you're going to close your eyes and you're going to pull out that note, pull out that snapshot. You're going to look at them. I'm going to recognize these. I'm going to make room. I'm going to allow them to bless me, to to remind me that I am loved and supported. And let's take a moment right now to think of someone you know who needs to be reminded that goodness finds them every day. And in your heart, I just want you to say their name. Be a source of goodness. Right here and right now, hold them in your heart. And remind them every day goodness finds you, and say their name. Your good has no boundaries. Because God is goodness. I am goodness. I live in the heart of goodness. Say that in your heart. I live in the heart of goodness. Every day.
And so let us just take this moment to know that we are in that holy space of prayer. To know that every bit of wisdom, of insight, of joy, of laughter, of community that our hearts opened to this morning have rooted and found home. Let us know that the lesson of Muffin and Lucy has created its own roots and space there, so that we can revel in that goodness and that giddiness of life when we see it, and smile thinking of Muffin overflowing in her abundance. But perhaps even more importantly, we can remember that in those moments when we find ourselves wobbly or perhaps have lost our way, that we have the courage to tell the truth, that we've fallen into that place of Lucy. And the gift in that is that we create the opportunity for someone else to serve us, to show up for us, to remind us of our good, of our worth, of our inherent love, and that we share it back. So let us know today as we go forward how blessed we are to indeed have sat in the circle and presence of God this morning, bringing life to this idea of spiritual community in this room and beyond. Let us know that that notion of being alivened with God and feeling it and recognizing it and realizing it is up to us. And that in those moments when we forget or fall short, God doesn't and shows up in a million different ways as goodness, unlimited, unbounded, unabashed. Breathe that in. Hold that truth. And then share it 1,000 times fold in abundance as you move forward in this day. So let us, God bless Reverend Kitty. Let us, God bless Unity of Naperville. Let us, God bless all those that are participating in this service at any point in time today or online. And let us give thanks. And so as we hold that true in our hearts and release these words now, we know that they are absolutely good, and so. And together we say, and so it is.
And so it is. Thank you. Why do I always have to come up here and talk right after this meditation. Oh, wow. Okay. So we're entering the time in our service with abundance, with open hearts from that beautiful meditation, preparing to share in our tithes and our love offerings. And I thank you in advance. As our goodness comes to us every day, we flow goodness back into the world and back into our spiritual community. So thank you. And as you know, we do have multiple ways that you can share in your gifts. If you're watching us online, just scroll down, look for the donation button. We'll be blessed to take your gift that way, to accept your gift. If you're here in the sanctuary, the ushers will be coming around. And as always, you are more than welcome to write a check, pop it in the mail to Unity in Naperville, P.O. Box 9733, Naperville, Illinois, 60567. So please join me in speaking the blessing for our offering. The words are on the screen. Together. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And I am grateful. Thank you. Ushers.
All that I have is blessed. All that I give is blessed. All that I am is blessed, blessed. All that I have is enough. All that I give is enough. All that I am is enough, blessed. Thankful, so thankful. Thankful, I am thankful. All that I have is blessed. All that I give is blessed. All that I am is blessed, blessed. All that I have is enough. All that I have is enough. All that I give is enough. All that I am is enough, blessed. We are so thankful. Thankful, so thankful. Thankful, I am thankful. I am blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed.
Thank you so much for spending this time with me this morning. So great to see you. And if you're staying for the concert, I'll see you after lunch. So thanks again. It was just wonderful to be with you this morning. Thank you.
All right, one more time. Denise and Christy, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, boy, okay. Time for some announcements, and then we're going to get to the concert, the good stuff. So if you are joining us for the first time, welcome. This is a great day to be here. Glad to have you, whether you're online or here in the sanctuary. Thank you for being here. As I said at the beginning of the service, I hope you can just feel our hearts, feel how joyful and uplifted we are. And please do come back. Reverend Kitty will be back in September. Next week, we have some awesome stuff coming up, which we'll talk about in 1 second. There's Kim Char under the microphone. But do come back when Reverend Kitty returns from her sabbatical. She is wonderful. If you want to hear more about what's going on at Unity, you can sign up for our weekly e-news at unityinnaperville.org, or you can send an email to admin@unityinnaperville.org, and we'll get you all hooked up. Now, what's going on at Unity? In case you weren't listening, there is a concert today, 1 o'clock. Denise, it's going to be fabulous. You got a little taste of it, so please grab some lunch, come back, join us at 1 o'clock. Next Sunday, you want to talk about next Sunday?
Yes. Next Sunday, our friend Shelley Seibert is back. Yay! I love Shelley. I don't know why I gotta take my picture down because she's actually doing the entire message. You know, Shelley was a Dayton police officer and she retired. Well, you know what? She is back on the force, but this time, she is mentoring and coaching the new class of rookies. Talk about herding cats. That's, I mean, can you imagine? Okay, and so I know she's bringing a message forth on that new experience for her and other things having to do with her experience as a police officer. And then in the afternoon at 1 o'clock, we will have our Shelley Seibert drumming workshop. And she has assured me that yes, you can bring your oatmeal box. Yes, you can bring your pen, bring your sticks and hit them together. And she'll also have additional toys for people to play with for the workshop. And if you haven't experienced one of her workshops, she's amazing. She truly is. So join us next Sunday in the afternoon for that.
Great, thank you, Kim Char. So tickets for today and for next week are available out in the front room. They're $20 each.
Well, may I add also for today, because of some requests we've had, that is now available via live stream, the concert. Right. So at home, wherever you are, if you want to go and get a ticket, when you receive that confirmation in your email, it'll have the link that you go to and the password for the password protected page, so you can watch the concert from home.
Nice, thank you. Okay. Let's see what else is going on here. Event team meets Monday at 6:30. If you have an idea or if you'd like to join the meeting, just email admin@unityinnaperville.org. We have so many creative minds here. We have wonderful things that happen, so bring your creativity and give us some more ideas. Lunch Online continues to meet Tuesday and Thursday at noon. Come for 5 minutes, come for an hour, bring your lunch, or just turn on your camera to say hello, make some new friends, see your old friends. It's a great way to connect. Courageous Writers is Saturday, 10 a.m. Another great way to connect, and I know I say this every time, if you can put your pen on a piece of paper and draw some words, if you can type on a computer monitor, or what's this thing? Keyboard, thank you, you're looking at the monitor. I don't know, I use a computer every day, I would know this. Anyway, you're a writer. Come on, join Courageous Writers, it's a great time. All right. Oh, I can't believe this. It's almost September, which is great. It's almost September. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. It's almost September.
That was very muffin of you. Very
yes.
muffin.
I was like, oh no, I'm a Lucy. And I just have to say, God bless Lucy. What a beautiful little spirit dog that would come and live that life just to teach us all this amazing lesson. So thank you, Spirit Lucy. I know she's an angel dog now, so she's all good. Okay, so anyway, where was I? Oh, September, okay. It's almost September. If you were born in September, send us a photo. We want to love on you. We want to sing to you. So send it by August 31st with your name, of course, and the date of your birth, and we will sing happy birthday to you on the first Sunday in September. I think that's September 5th. So send the email and photo to admin@unityinnaperville.org. Okay, now there's a lot of words coming. Whew. Okay, I can do this. So the annual picnic, Sunday, September 12th. So coming up in a couple of weeks, it's going to be at the Herrick Lake Forest Preserve's West Parking Lot Pavilion. And all of this information is available for you, so you don't have to remember it right this second. The Unity Men's Group are going to grill hamburgers and provide buns and toppings, but bring your own side dishes. And this year, because we're still in a pandemic, we're not doing dishes to share. We're doing your own side dishes. We'll share the love. We'll keep our own food. So we'll be muffin about it in our attitude, but we'll be Lucy about it in actually the way we eat, but the muffin attitude. Water will be available, or you can bring your own drinks, and also bring your own chair or blanket or anything that will make you comfortable. We will provide cornhole, badminton, and other games for those who want to be active, or you can just hang out and talk. Masks are optional because this is an outdoor event. And we'll be selling raffle tickets after the service today in the lobby to fund the purchase of the hamburgers. And what are the other meats? Hot dogs? What did I say? It's in there. Words. Too many words. Okay. I wish they could find a way to do this in pictures. Emojis. That's... Okay, anyway, sorry, I'm going off on a tangent. Okay, so this is a split the pot raffle. So half of the proceeds will go to the winner. Tickets are $1 each, 6 for $5, 12 for $10, and look for Beth Schwartz. There's Beth in the dark to purchase tickets. We all know Beth. We hope to have an online raffle ticket sale available shortly. And as always, one-on-one prayer support is available after the service. Email your name and phone number to prayer@unityinnaperville.org, and a prayer chaplain will call you by 1 p.m. And as always, all of these words, all of these events, all the details are on our website, unityinnaperville.org. And don't forget to check us out on Facebook. We are going to have one more song.
We are, but I have a craving for a muffin now. I'm gonna talk of food. Are you ready? I invite you to stand.
Stand as you're able.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, a peace that was meant to be. With God, our Creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Oh, let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
All right. Have a beautiful week, everybody. Don't forget, be a muffin. And send love to all the Lucys. All the Lucys can become muffins. So please join me in speaking our closing affirmation. Every day goodness finds me. My good has no boundaries. Blessings. We'll see you at 1 o'clock, or we'll see you next week.
And I don't know if she mentioned it as you leave. She has her CDs out there, and I strongly encourage you to bless yourself. I know that sounds selfish, but bless yourself with that music, because as you listen to it throughout the week, you see how it affirms and lifts you up. Blessings all.
Amen.